Here's a question. I installed I think I updated AVG antivirus or something the other day, right? And it says,
free.
Free.
Of course.
Well, hang on, let me get to my point. It gets to that question where it says, you see all the alerts. It says, registry problems, drivers updated, all this sort of shit.
Click here to buy now so we can fix it for you.
And I'm looking at it. I'm like, So I clicked on it. I'd never done it before.
His computer instantly shut down.
Legit.
Virus!
I've had a computer since shit, man. Like the early, mid-90s, like 97 or something. Never, ever, paid for one of these things. So I've clicked on it. It does a scan, says, these drivers are outdated. These are the registry problems, blah, blah, blah. The subscription service was like $30 a year. Have you guys ever paid for that?
I pay for antivirus, yeah.
I pay for antivirus, yeah.
With who?
I use Bitdefender.
Same.
I think I've got Bitdefender, but free.
Yeah, it's still good free.
Yeah, I was trying to toss up whether or not just going with the Windows one, because I've heard it's really good now.
Defender.
Windows one, it's just called Defender, yeah? Yeah, when I got the PC, I was like, should I? No, because it's just, whatever, what is it? You get the first one for like $70, whatever it is, and then each year for your renewal, they're trying to upcharge it to like 130. You just let it lapse and you just get the next one, which is like the same price again.
I just keep buying Black Friday, so.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Have you ever clicked on that fixed registry thing and then paid for it? And update drivers and all that sort of stuff?
No.
I've never trusted it.
Why?
I don't know. There's something weird about like I get that free models exist because the premium users can it balances out, but there's always something weird about it. Like for example, if you have a password manager tied to a free antivirus, that's just red flagging the hell out of me.
No, I wouldn't have a password manager tied to a free antivirus.
Yeah, but with Bitdefender, I have a password manager.
You can pay for just a password manager.
Yeah, you can.
Yeah, but I was just thinking, if you paid for an antivirus and then got to fix your registry, would you do it?
No.
Why?
Because registries rarely need fixing.
What about the drivers?
I mean, what about them?
No,
what do they need fixing?
It says updating. It says they all need updating.
Oh, you can manually do that yourself.
Yeah.
Or just do it through Windows Update. That will probably update your drivers anyway.
That hasn't, though.
That's weird.
That used to happen on my old PC. It was updates constantly.
Which Windows are you running? Sorry.
11.
You?
10.
I think they're forcing all the 10 users to update now. Or they will be.
I technically can't because my...
No, they're going to force you.
My motherboard can't.
Yeah, I know. They're going to bypass it, apparently. You're going to be able to do it.
Well, I know my motherboard could do it if I do a what do you call it, like a BIOS update?
Yeah.
And then
firmware.
Firmware update, and it would bring it to a point where then you can do it.
Yeah.
And I've just never done it.
Yeah.
Look, I got no problem with jumping to 11. As long as it works, I'm happy with it.
Oh, it's fine. It's the same thing.
Yeah,
I've never had a problem.
You reckon?
With what?
It's a lot more simplified too, isn't it?
Same shit. Honestly, I know a lot of people complain about it and all that, but it's the same thing.
Question.
I open my games, I play them, I'm done.
Now, when if I go from 10 to 11, should I log out of my Steam account?
What difference does it make?
Because when I reinstalled Windows on my last PC, basically I didn't log out. So then when I went to reinstall it, it was still existed there. So then when I went in, it goes, you can't log in because your account was never logged out or something like that.
No. So the thing I've noticed with going from 10 to 11 is that it's not like back in the day where we'd have to format our drives or anything like that.
Yeah.
It's not installing on a new drive or anything. It's just literally updating Windows.
When did you ever have to format a drive to change operating system?
Oh, I remember always doing it for Windows.
Nah, man.
Like Windows 7, if I installed it, it would make me format.
Strange.
I used to do it a lot.
Very strange.
I always wanted a fresh start to things, and I knew that if I just put the USB in to install Windows, it'd be like format this drive to proceed. And then it would create the backup, and you'd have the backup for
What's 11 like?
3 months or something. It's the same thing. It's just clean. It's super clean.
I'm just trying. I know my computer did a whole bunch of upgrading. I'm scared that it actually upgraded to 11. I didn't even realize. You'd notice it.
You would probably know. Yeah, it's really bare.
Is it like 95 again?
Pretty. Yeah, kind of. It's just like a blank bar with the Windows logo. Really.
Is there a lot of background bloat?
No, nothing. There's no bloat at all. In fact, I remember there
being a lot of background processing. Was it on 10?
Oh, I was going to say on 10, I remember there was a lot. And there was a lot of like stuff that came pre-installed. I never noticed that on 11 because I used to sit there uninstalling all the shit it came with.
Then you do an update and it all comes back.
And it comes back, yeah. But on 11, I haven't noticed it.
Is it quick?
Yeah, it's fine. Same thing. I haven't had a problem with it at all. It's been great.
Well, do they know when they might start rolling it out that way?
I think it starts in 2024 or 2025, something like that.
But I don't know. Do you want to notice the other day on Instagram, the algorithm just bringing up the search bar stuff, right? I noticed this, like I've gone into the search bar and typically it's always going to be the same thing, right? Like a model, hip hop, basketball, footy, whatever. There was this face, right, of which is like a woman's face, and she had like grey hair, and my first thought was, how the fuck did that get onto my algorithm? Like, what account am I tied to? So I've gone into it. It was just like a model face with like a massive rack. I'm like, huh. I just ignored it. A couple of days later, same thing. Same like woman, grey hair, big rack. And it's like, the fuck? So I've gone into it again, and it's the same account. And it's just got this generic caption like, oh, modelling my new bikini in my backyard. I hope, the neighbours don't see or some shit. It's like, what the fuck's this account? Like, where? Like, how? I've gone through it, and every photo had the same setup. It was just a chick with a massive rack, and it was either an older woman or an Asian woman.
What was this on Insta?
Yeah, right. Then I looked into it a bit more. Then I realised the account is actually AI-based.
Oh, yeah.
All AI-based. I'm like, what the fuck? And when you actually look at the photo, you can sort of see, it's like a...
The images are too sharp, I've noticed, with AI.
It all depends. Sometimes it depends what they're doing. Some of them are a bit feathery and they look a bit soft.
Yeah.
So there's no definition around like where the hair would be. Some parts are feathery and then the others are too sharp, like you're saying, right? It's like they took two photos and then crammed them together. The scary part was you look at the comments under these captions, dudes like falling in love, begging for like, what's her at? Like, where can I meet you? How come you're not adding accounts that... And I laughed, and then after about a week, I started seeing the same algorithm bringing back up again, and then dudes were actually commenting saying, "Dude, it's AI. Get over it. Like, let it go." We're at that point. You can completely create, whatever. And then out of interest, I got online and then just went to free AI generators, just to see what I could do, what's out there, and I found enough that were free where you pumped in like the description and it brought up like a fake face. Then I scanned the face, copied it, put it into a Google image search just to see if the face came up as being anything other than AI, and it didn't. Like, it couldn't link it anywhere.
It was unique, yeah.
That's scary, man.
So I'll give you a quick one. My missus started playing with that. She's basically doing like some online sales stuff. And she just like thought it was a good idea and it worked out. And she wanted to get like a brand image, so she went to an online AI generator after I told her, and she got like the perfect picture that she wanted, right? It matched everything. And then she was like, I could probably do something with this as well. So she, on top of making her little business from home, she's also using the AI generator for a second home business, and they're both actually doing pretty well. And she's not doing anything. I mean, she's really not doing much at all. She's just, this is what I want, this is the image generator, bang. It's pretty dumb.
That's scary, man.
It's crazy.
We're crossing over into another realm, though. I mean, what's real and what isn't?
Well,
do you reckon there's going to be some form of vetting for this sort of shit? I mean, remember when you used to have good old-fashioned catfishing where you'd use, like, your cousin's photo?
This will be catfishing to the max now.
But that's what I'm saying.
You don't need to hide anymore. You can just use an AI-processed image.
Yeah, pretty much.
Are they going to cap this?
I think it's past that point.
But what's the inevitability of this? Cyberdyne.
Yeah, Judgment Day.
Skynet.
It is inevitable.
What is it? August 29th, 1997?
Yeah. I think governments are like restricting.
Sorry, go.
But I don't think it will do anything. I mean, there's going to be a country that won't restrict it. That country will just keep operating, keep developing. It's going to go faster and faster and faster. That's what happens with tech, right? As soon as we think of something like a smartphone, 10 years later, we've got these amazing looking, like hyper LED super phones that can do everything, that are basically like an all-in-one. And that happens in such a small window of time And that shit just gets faster and faster.
What is that phone, by the way?
That's the Google 7 Pixel Pro.
Any good?
Brilliant.
Yeah?
It's amazing.
How new is it?
Brand new.
Like brand new?
It's a month old, couple months old.
Wow. Yeah. I'm just looking at my Oppo. I was trying to convince myself to get a new phone. I'm like, why? Like, it works fine.
Yeah.
Getting all the
mine didn't. Mine was fucked. Yeah.
Getting all the end of year messages saying to upgrade now. Trade your phone in now and get a new one.
Well,
yeah, I'm going to trade this in for $200.
Yeah.
It was like $400 off, and I was like, my phone's dead. It was completely dead.
What's it worth?
That brand new. I think they're $1,200. I got it for $800. Probably overkill, but
yeah. See, I can't justify the price anymore.
He just had to eat a little sushi. That's all.
The only mistake I made.
Come in, Andrew. I'll show you the Google Labs that we're developing here. You may have seen this phone. I notice your phone's a bit of a relic there. Yeah. It's a bit old.
You can have it. You can take this one for $800, but you just have to be on dial.
Have a look at one of our new Pixel phones. Have a feel. Tell me what it feels like.
It's in Latin.
Do you like that one? Do you like the feel of that phone, Andrew? It's okay. Lovely.
You love it.
Fantastic.
Yeah, what size is your right one?
What size is it?
Yeah, is that a 6.1?
I don't know.
Or 6. Okay.
Fuck. I don't know. I paid $200 for it.
Is that heavy? Can I just...
Yeah. That's the one mistake I made is it's too big.
Kiss it.
I don't like it.
What's with the holder?
That's for your your fingerprint scanner.
Oh, you're one of them, are you?
I mean, that's what it comes.
Yeah. It feels a bit
it's too
clunky.
Big. Yeah.
No, I went and bought a new silicon face for this thing, and it's like a brand new phone again. I'm like, perfect. Before I go overseas, I'm going to
It's all the stuff on the outside that looks aged. Once you pull it out, it's brand new.
I put a new screen on it yesterday. Look at it. It's a new phone.
Oh, look, I'll say that with these, the two cool things are obviously the camera is really insane, and the tech on the camera is insane. Like I could take a picture of you two and just like literally press on you and you disappear and it will fill in the background, like that sort of stuff, like Photoshop sort of level. But I don't have to do anything; I just literally tell it what to do, which is pretty cool.
Yeah, they got that now with the Google Fill on Photoshop. You can just
so cool.
Remove
backgrounds, people.
What I had to sit there doing for hours now is just like type of search.
It's insane.
Done. Yeah,
and then the other thing is the Scammer Protect is crazy good. Like, this thing filters calls, filters messages, it filters everything for you. It'll take calls for you and, like, suss them out. And if they're like, no offense to anyone, if they're like,
take calls for you?
Yeah.
What do you mean?
It'll like, take the call for you and be like, please state your name, where you're calling from. And if they're like...
But is that the phone or the service provider?
That's Google built in with the phone. No, it's not the service provider. No. So the phone will do all that for you. And if they don't if they're not a known body, it'll throw them out. I never have to deal with it. It's pretty cool.
That is actually pretty cool.
Yeah.
Holy shit.
It costs
$800.
No, it only costs some sushi.
It only costs one evening at the Turak Mansion. Is it? 1 hour and 16 minutes. That's fucked.
What's Google Pixel Pro?
Yeah.
Google 4.
Google Pixel 7 Pro.
Talking about fancy tech, did you see that guy that got locked out of his house?
Oh, yeah.
No?
Yeah. The guy,
Amazon locked him out of his smart house.
Yeah, because
Amazon,
on purpose.
The delivery driver claimed that they'd gone to the door as they were walking away. Someone from like the Alexa speaker or whatever.
Automated camera. It's like a automated
like
camera.
A digital door.
Yeah, but he didn't talk. It's like you ring the doorbell and then like an Alexa voice, hello, who is this?
Yeah, and he says that they made a racist, it was programmed to say something racist. So the driver made the complaint to Amazon and Amazon locked him out. So this guy was effectively locked out of anything to do with Alexa in his house.
His entire house was a smart house.
See, that's one thing I wouldn't do. I don't want a smart house.
But the thing that blew me away was he contacted customer service and they said you should have received an email, looked at his email, and it was from an actual Amazon executive. And then the executive had his direct number and he called him directly. And then he told him basically, we've locked you out because you were racist towards someone. And then pretty much
the guy was
he sent the proof to them, and it took him a week and a half to get it. Like, we'll get to it when we get to it. And they never even told him when they fixed it.
The guy
and that they
basically
made a mistake.
sent the footage in of like his cameras and said, "What are you talking about?" Number two, the driver appears to be the same race as I am. Like, what race? Like, what are you talking about? And then he goes, "I know all the drivers in the area. Like, there's it's a pretty tight knit community."
Yeah, no, I would never have a smart house ever. Nope.
Nothing automated.
I've got a Google
Just
Home.
an automated turret. That's it.
I've got a Google Home to play rain sounds, and that's it.
Just a lock onto the forehead.
50 cow.
50 cow. Dude, that's a bit overkill. Those bullets don't grow on trees. A simple 9mm, that's fine.
Yeah, good old millionaire from Toorak will sort it out. You like artillery, Andrew?
Meet Holland. He'll be making them all.
Every time it's a question, do you like artillery?
It's okay.
Sure.
You love it.
Would you have a firing range in your house? That'd be pretty cool.
That'd be pretty cool.
Cool, but
Or you know what you could have?
An
Like
armory.
armory guard
You
stationed
like
at the
armories,
front.
Andrew? You go in as hunting crossbows and
Have you ever-
spears and...
Have you ever heard of a scabbard, Andrew? You could have it. You know what you could
This
have?
one here was Alexander
You could
the
have
Great.
You could have a boxing ring, a full size boxing
would
ring,
be great. Yeah,
Yeah.
speed bags, like the whole gym setup.
that'd be cool.
And none of us said a gym.
I did. I said there was a gym with a basketball court, a half
No,
court.
you said a basketball court.
I said specifically a half court with a gym, external gym. That's what I said. What else? What are we missing? I feel like we're missing something from that house. Like, no one said bedroom. Like, no one had anything elaborate for a bedroom.
A nice
bedroom.
big, like a massive walk-in pantry.
I pictured him with, like, mirrors everywhere in his bedroom.
Bedroom. That's every single room.
I want to see my asshole looking into that mirror from another mirror.
The guests come to the door and there's a mirror under there. Like, there's just a mirror on the other side of the door. Answers the door, looks down, just closes the door in their face.
Do you like waterbeds, Andrew? They're okay.
No, not really.
A little dated, but
Can I show you the guest bedroom? Sure. No. What are we missing? What are we actually missing in this house? So we've got we've got a games theatre room, we've got a gym, we've got a kitchen, no living area.
what about like a separate build, like a building attached, or seeing as we've got this imaginary money, somehow
Within reason.
Within reason, access to.
It's not Elon Musk money, it's Bert Newton money.
Well, that
worth,
changes things.
Yeah, what's Bert worth these days?
I don't know. What do you reckon his estate was when he died?
I don't know.
All right, I'll search it now.
Would it diminish?
Like
It would,
access
right?
to like peak era Pizza Hut food, pizza.
What do you reckon?
What?
Peak era, like golden age Pizza Hut.
Like he's in the pizzas?
Yeah,
Like from the 90s?
yeah.
It was just frozen pizzas.
No, from the actual restaurant.
Yeah.
No, they weren't frozen.
They were frozen.
I'll tell you what.
I was
You
almost
reckon?
positive they were frozen.
No, you reckon?
I thought they were. Like the bases definitely were.
Andy's going to drop some knowledge on us.
Bert Newton's net worth when he died was 15 million. Yeah, it's just peanuts in this imaginary wealth land. It's like that.
I'm
15
sure
million.
that's diminished.
I buy and sell people like that every day.
Is that all?
No. What do you mean?
You're not doing that much with 15.
Out of like curiosity,
What do you mean?
what would where would this island be located?
What island?
The island that this guy, like the hunting island for people.
It's Toorak.
He just has an island in his backyard.
What island? Where does this island come from?
Well, the island that this guy's gonna like knock you out and then set you up there so he can hunt you.
Oh.
Where would this island be located, and what would it be called, and what type of?
Isn't that just hard target? It is hard target.
Yeah, basically. And what type of biome would it be? A snowy island?
Wait, hang on. Ask the question again because I feel
Where
like I
would
missed
this
the
island
start.
be like? Where would this island be located?
Wait. The premise. Give me the whole premise again.
Hello, Andrew. Welcome to my house. Come downstairs with me through my bench top elevator.
Do you like to be hunted?
Tell me, Andrew.
Do you like the thrill of the chase, Andrew?
Do you like the thrill of the chase, Andrew? I guess. Fantastic. Come down and let's have some sushi.
Let's talk about it.
Andy eats his first little cube of like
Just cube steak, just meat.
cube
just
steak.
meat.
Like no, what's the
Wagyu.
ones on the rice, and it's like
Just like Wagyu meat.
like
just
something like that. Andy eats it. It's all right, but it tastes a little bit funny. It's an interesting texture. And
do you like the cubed meat? It's a bit gamey. Well,
and then just as he says, "Oh," Andrew passes out. He's like, as he falls down, he notices an arm sticking out on like a table with a bit of meat.
his
missing off
last
the arm.
vision was just this guy in a robe just fuzzing out. you know?
Andrew comes to. It's like 72 hours later. He's got a collar around his neck and his ankle, and it's like, "Hello, Andrew."
He's naked, of course.
He's in a loincloth.
I got a loincloth.
He's in a loincloth.
Being realistic here, Tim. Come on.
In front of you, Andrew.
This is realism. What did I do?
Yeah, exactly. You have a choice of an arraignment of these tools and utensils in front of you. You may choose 2 out of the 6.
What are the choices?
Melee weapons.
Stone axe.
Hang on. No,
stone spear. No, it's stone weapon.
This is a very, very interesting question. If you were putting someone in this hard target scenario, right?
Yeah.
Isn't it like that? What was that? Was Squid Game thing? Without the
Well, kind
Hunger
of.
Games, isn't it? Kind of.
Bit of both.
Okay, so hard target. Let's just go with hard target.
Yeah.
And they had a fight to the death sort of scenario in front of them.
You got another 12 contestants.
What weapons would you set out?
Well, hang on. You're throwing a whole new scenario to what John hasn't
Well,
even
what's his
I'm
scenario?
still telling the story. All
right, so go.
Andy wakes up and you bloom, bloom, bloom. Hello, Andrew. Welcome to the game of your life.
Why have they got a bogan accent as well?
That's the accent you're doing. Right.
Getting right into this.
Now
one.
listen up. Fighting around the world. You have an arraignment of 6 items and tools in front of you. Stone axe, stone sword,
I feel like this
spear.
voice should have an English
Can you
accent.
imagine? I pick up the stone axe. Do you like the stone axe?
Fuck off! You have a 10-minute head start.
Fuck off. It's like a big booming voice.
It's like a big digital screen that just appears.
He's got no idea what's going on. So he just picks up the stone axe. Yeah, I like the stone axe, Andrew.
We give him an hour.
Is that your final choice?
1 hour head start.
Interesting choice, Andrew.
You shall forage for yourself, and the game shall be on. And then as he starts running, he hears like some noise in the background, but he can't figure out what it is. An hour and 15 minutes later.
Let's be fair. As I start walking,
Your imagination is next level, man.
Oh,
Seriously.
An hour and 15
Too many
minutes.
hours
So
alone.
he gets an hour ahead. He gets an hour. It only takes the bloodhounds 15 minutes to track him down.
Okay.
And he hears that. Because you know how they have a specific.
Yeah.
They start chasing
Real
him down.
baritone, low voices. Yeah.
So as he says, "Hello, Andrew. Welcome to the island's name."
You realise I've created a monster here, yeah? Mr. Hesitant. 4 years ago,
he was a monster before.
4 years ago, like 5, it was like, yeah, I don't know about this podcasting, man. Now he's got his arms out and commanding court. You know what I mean?
Hello, Andrew. Welcome to
2 hours and 27
the
minutes.
island's name. As you look up, what do you see? Is it a snowy island? Is it a deserted island? Is it a tropical island? Is it an arid island? Is it a volcanic
What's
island?
arid?
Like dry, parched, dead earth.
Like Ballarat.
Yeah, kind of, yeah.
So they're in Ballarat.
No signs of life.
And then what was the other thing? You said 3. I said 3. What was it?
Can you imagine that? The American tourist is like, where are we? It's got to be far out, man. And then these guys, the Calder Freeway is just over there, man. We're about 45 minutes, we'll be back in town.
Ballarat pub on the corner.
Yeah, Gordon's just the next exit. It's fine. What? Anyway.
So what's it called? What type of environment is it? And where would Andy make his last stand?
So, if we were some sort of squillionaire and we kidnapped some people to fight off to the death, what kind of...
Not fight to the death, they're fending for themselves.
Against other natural predators?
No. Just us with a
just-
rifle and bloodhounds.
It just left.
Yeah.
Look how animated he is, man.
He's happy. He's happy.
He's very
He's in the zone.
He's in the zone. I couldn't describe it any better. This is his jam.
John's
man.
like, listen, this is critical information I need by the end of today.
I mean, we could introduce.
I'm not a megalomaniac, but I can plan your death and any scenario which may involve surviving. What the fuck?
So we could introduce further survivors down the track, but as the what's it called? The island?
Garbage Island.
Thunderdome? I don't know. Like, what environment? And
They said it was just an island.
Technically, it's a peninsula.
It's a peninsula.
So, proceed.
So we're assuming you're just left there with nothing. As in, like, you just got a loincloth.
Loincloth and stone utensils.
Why stone?
Can't make it too easy for them.
Well, the Iron Age? Like, there's
Stone Age.
Stone Age. Jesus.
You don't get rich spending money.
I didn't get rich writing a lot of checks.
Why not, boys?
Just break the desk. Okay. I don't know. It's your fucking scenario. What would you do?
Use your imagination. What would you see it as? Do you see it as a snowy island?
I would see it as a very sick individual that needed to be brought to authorities. That's what I would see it as.
And a little bit of some sushi.
And this is quite concerning, frankly. It's very worrisome.
I would say tropical because all the other ones.
He's playing along.
All the other ones wouldn't have enough life for you to sustain. However, you're also.
Wait, are you expected to fend off the land?
No, you're supposed to die. Just put up some
What a Bond villain! Seriously, you expect me to talk? No, Mr. Bond, I expect you to die. Fucking Bond villain over here. You need to start wearing a tuxedo, an eye patch.
His perfect scenario goes through all that: the initiation, the loincloth, the weapons. Puts the person out there into the wild. Be like, so, you must now survive. And the guy's like, and then John just shoots him in the head.
Two steps and a crossbow.
Sick puppy.
It's all about the what do you call it? It's all about the
adrenaline, the hunt.
The hunt, but for the person who's surviving, it's the impression of hope.
Oh yeah.
You're selling false hope.
Yes,
but
they're
not going to survive. So this is just
target.
It's just to watch them
try.
So what's in their
this
environment?
Is the guy in Turak.
Okay, so hang on. So what are the actual what are the factors within this environment that would be harmful to them?
The island itself.
Yeah, just other people.
Well, it depends on which
the guy with the gun.
It depends
and the
on
bloodhounds.
Well, no, it depends on the terrain, doesn't it? If you pick tropical, there's going to be
there's
that's what I'm
palm
saying.
trees,
If
coconuts, and
there's animals, isn't there?
If you pick your
if
Siberia,
you want to have animals, I'm just saying an island where it's whatever you want. You'll run.
And then if you pick
whatever.
a snow one, obviously you're going to freeze to death. You pick a desolate one, you're going to cook to death.
Yetis, polar bears. I don't know.
Yetis?
Yeah.
There's
Well, you got the money.
Yetis. We're in the
you build your own
Himalayas.
Yetis.
You spared no expense.
Animatronic Yetis.
We're in the Himalayas now. Okay.
Animatronic Yetis.
So these are King Yon's diplomatic
He's in his science
policies.
lab. How are we coming with the Yetis?
Sir, we're just not quite there yet. We can get them to dance the can.
All right.
But not the goose step.
You're fucked. Okay. I still don't know what the point of this island is. No one's meant to survive.
No one is. It's this guy in Turak. He gives you some sushi and then he hunts you.
Oh, so he hunts you.
No, we're hunting him.
What happens if you
Dim, welcome to the island of, or John, welcome to the. It's just
Okay, and you're just there to survive with stone tools.
Well, you
again-
think you're there to survive.
Yeah.
But ultimately, he has the upper hand and will shoot you regardless.
Yeah, of course, yeah.
So then, what are you surviving on? As in, what are you actually evading?
Berries and just trying to stay alive.
No. But if ultimately this guy's just going to walk in and mow you down,
But you don't know that.
do you have any external threats other than him?
Sure.
What?
Whatever terrain you pick.
So now we're getting to
Are you in the snow?
That's
what
what I
would
mean.
give me more sadistic pleasure in watching a dude.
Well, you can look at it from
challenge
both
elements.
points.
You just got
you
the
could be
drone following the entire time.
you could be the hunter or the survivor point of view, right?
Yeah.
Which one would you pick as a survivor, or which one would you pick as the hunter? Keeping in mind, the hunter would also need to go through that terrain.
Yeah, no, he's got his 50 cal with the scope.
But he's got the dogs.
Exactly.
What's the point of the dogs then?
He is too jubilant over this, man. Seriously.
Why not just bring a speaker and...
Exactly. You can do whatever you want. But it's not you. It's the guy in Turak with the sushi.
Okay. Relax.
It's not me. It's the guy in Turak.
Of course it's not you. Why did I call you?
I asked this question.
It's
You made me come up with... Exactly.
All right, well, what would you do?
I don't know. I'd say maybe...
I think you know too much.
Don't play coy with us now.
I think I'd say tropical as well.
You've got folders and photo books of this
Just
shit
a dude
set up.
stumbling through like big leaves. It's just...
Wait. What?
John's just like, listen, I just need a fucking name for my island. Everything else is done. Everything else is done.
Okay, what would you do? What
I don't know. Like a tropical, I would think. I don't know. It's not like I've been thinking it. You made me come up with something on the spot. And I just couldn't.
I didn't.
Yeah.
No, I think you came up with it yourself.
You came up with it yourself.
Yeah, just on the
I
spot.
had to ask
quickly.
you to reiterate because I didn't quite follow your train of thought.
You never do.
I said I would like to know what utensils and weapons you'd have out for people to battle it out with.
A sharpened stone axe. What other tools are there?
A spear?
A wooden, like a
But we're talking stone weapons here.
Stonehead spear?
Yeah, it's essentially just axe and hammer of stone. Made of stone.
Yeah, because like the dude has a false sense of hope. It's like, I've got a spear, I can survive this.
Okay. He's got a false sense of hope. He's got a spear, a stone hammer, and a Catman swag in the back as well. with the USB power pack. What the fuck?
Hard target.
Yeah, but hard target. They just released him in like
It's just like a forest, wasn't
it's like swamplands and then forest, like wherever they were, really.
Bayou, whatever you call it.
Yeah. Louisiana Bayou. Yeah. I don't know. What would make more interesting theatre? Tropical. You'd think a tropical savanna of some kind would be pretty interesting. You got all the natural wildlife. You wouldn't want to go too cold because they'd probably die from the elements before anything else.
Exactly. And there'd be barely any life to sustain, or any food.
This is a really twisted question, man.
All I said was, what would you call this island and what type of environment would it be? And where would it end? You made me come up with a whole story.
I didn't make you come up with it. You rolled this pretty quickly off your tongue.
Yeah, it was all right. I pretty quickly, too. Like a couple seconds, I pulled it out of my butt.
I had nothing to do with this.
The point is, where would Andy make his last stand? Would it be on the waterfall?
If he pulls out sushi at the end of this, I'm going to be very concerned.
My question...
They never meet.
I'm sorry, but my question was like, would you rather have a studio? Would you focus on the bedroom? Would you rather have a kitchen? John, what island would you name this thing where people hunt each other down? What?
Go back.
I'm not going back on anything, no.
Go back. You asked something, and then you said, how would you in this scenario? So then I just pulled it out of my butt. I said, you go to this mansion in Turak, wasn't it?
Like that question out of the blue. I was like, what the hell are you talking about?
That was completely out of the blue.
Because it's been coming up, and I just asked.
No.
Yes.
The guy in Turak never had an island. He just filleted people and fed them to people. That's the whole thing.
Where is this coming
You came up with the whole island concept.
I can't wait to re-listen to this because I don't have any memory of these conversations. All I said was I went to a place in Turak, 3 levels.
That's all we do. We pile on.
2 hours and 37 minutes. You're not well, man. Actually, you know what I want to tell you?
You're not doing well, John.
No, you're fucked.
Stuff is all. I'm going to go get some sushi.
Do you have any cubes of meat?
Actually, what have I got here?
Oh, I actually had sushi.
Would you rather?
Yeah.
I've got a would you rather here, but it doesn't really make sense. I must have been half asleep when I wrote it. Would you rather be a maitre d' in a lowbrow restaurant, a chef in a high-pressure restaurant, or the cleaner at the end of the night?
What do you clean? Which cleaner? What do you clean?
Of the restaurant.
The whole thing.
Yeah.
Toilets, tables.
Yep. What was kitchen. The first one?
A maitre d' in a low-pressure restaurant. Like some dive.
Second one's a cleaner. What was the third one? The end of night cleaner.
Yeah.
Chef. Chef and then the end of night cleaner. Chef in a high pressure restaurant. They all suck.
That's the point. Which one would you rather do? Think about it. Would you rather be a maitre d' having to run the floor of some shitty
Do
restaurant?
I have any skills for that job, or am I just going as I am?
No. Assuming you know how to do the job
Oh, then I'd be the chef.
in a high-pressure restaurant,
Yeah.
dealing with...
It'd be horrible, but that's the one I would ultimately want.
Why?
Well, for one, I don't want to smell shit the entire night, and the other one is I hate cleaning.
Surely your nose would get
Hands
used
down.
to it, wouldn't it?
What's smelling shit? What are you smelling?
I don't know, you smell shit in the toilets and...
What is this? Like the bathhouses or something? This is an open trough. It's a restaurant.
Yeah, so? Human beings are pigs. They smear shit on toilets.
Oh, Jesus.
And the floor.
And the walls.
And the seats.
And the ceiling.
So you'd rather be the chef in a high-pressure restaurant because you don't want to smell shit?
Absolutely.
What would you rather do? Or a maitre d' in a lowbrow restaurant? So seemingly you turn up in a tuxedo and you could get away with just shorts.
I like cooking, so I'll go the chef.
What would you rather do? This is a bit about our personalities here. I should do these personality tests for the CIA. John will turn it into, now what island would you have these people being hunted on? And what would their weapons be?
I've laced the sushi with a very specific poison. Sourced from a tribe in Indonesia.
The Javanese berry. Come on, what would you rather be? I had a whole list of would you rathers as well. I've got to find it.
This dive place.
Here we go with semantics again.
Is it surviving or is it going belly up?
It's just a shitty restaurant, man. You're not losing your job anytime soon, but you're not making $1 million. You're the maitre d', so you have a bit of responsibility, but ultimately you have a bit of power in there as well without having to work too hard.
Yeah, I'll go maitre d'.
Why?
Like you said, you wouldn't have to work too hard.
Yeah, because the assumption is if you're a chef, you're going to be working your balls off.
Yeah.
All right. I would go the cleaner.
I was considering that, but then that's late night.
I'm used to work. I've worked as a cleaner, worked late night, and it was awesome. Lock the front door, no one's there, music's blasting, and you just set your own pace. You're doing whatever the hell you want, basically. No one's watching what you're doing, just as long as you get it done by the time you leave. Do you know what I mean? I had a whole bunch of scenarios like this, which I just want to know.
Interesting
like,
that we all picked one of the three.
I think that's pretty indicative of like this podcast by now. We've rarely been united on any front ever.
True.
Which is bizarre, considering I've known you both for like 30 years and we've grown up in the same houses. I don't understand how we can be so divided over basic shit. Like, what would you put in a tap at your house? You know what I mean?
Wait, what was your answer to that?
He didn't answer that.
You didn't ask me.
Well, you should start it.
He starts things and then he changes the subject.
What do you mean?
Okay, well,
no
hang
one
on,
asked me. We moved to your island of death.
Which we never finished, but that's okay.
When you ask a question, you're asking yourself too. You can start it. So let's circle back, because now I'm curious. What would you have on tap?
On that.
What, that, when you press it down?
Big glass of...
That fucking sound killed me, man. Oh, fuck. My chest. I'm fucking sweating here. All right. What would I have on tap? I would want milk, but not on tap, but constantly in the fridge. That is guaranteed.
Okay.
Yeah? My big thing is coming home and realizing there's not enough milk for like a bowl of cereal and a milkshake or a coffee later on. You know what I mean? I cracked the shits the other night. I ran to IGA at 10 to 11 p.m. You know what I mean? Just running. So I wanted milk like a maniac. On tap, what would I have? If we had to go booze, I feel like you need to have... Nah, I wouldn't put a beer on there. I don't know why.
Like a mixer or
Surely
something?
you'd have a beer on tap, nice and chilled.
I feel like the stubby's probably the way to go. Because otherwise you'd need to have a glass. And glass, constant moving around, not my thing. Glasses need to be washed, whereas bottles can just get thrown out.
Only if you're...
I mean, you can throw out glasses. It's basically a bottle.
I'm really exposing many parts of your personality. So if I had all the money in the world, I'd be throwing glasses everywhere. I wouldn't even go to the toilet. I'd just shit as I walk and just let someone else walk.
People break plates all the time.
You're fucked. Just gets up from where he's standing, just leaves the plate. Throws it over the fence. Just piles of plates everywhere.
Neighbours just out cold next to it.
He's just got like a subscription to Amazon to just keep delivering plates and glass. New crockery every 7 days.
I need a top up.
Yeah, dude.
Electronic vacuum cleaner
like
comes out, scoops it up.
Intricate shit, like a gravy pourer. Like shit. What do you mean?
Yeah, he's drinking the gravy from the little boat.
Comes delivered with the
You know
gravy.
what you'd have? You'd have a sushi train just going around the house at all times.
That'd be crazy.
Yeah.
That'd actually be sick. Imagine a sushi train. Any point in the house, you just see a little train go past with like California rolls.
Oh,
and
don't mind if I do.
Yeah. Actually, yeah. What other snacks would you put on these sushi trains?
Oh, I think I'd put everything.
No. Like, seriously.
Your favourite snacks.
Cannolis.
Yeah.
You realise this millionaire is just like a porpoise that does nothing but eat and shit. Literally.
Get through the door.
The gym's just for show. You know what I mean? Seriously. No. Honestly, I'd have a rock walling wall.
Oh, that'd be good.
That would definitely
Rock
go in my
climbing.
house. Yeah. So you can always, like, a whole section where you can climb up to the roof even and hang up.
Yeah.
Yeah?
In-floor trampoline.
Oh!
Yeah, that's pretty cool.
Built into the floor. That'd be amazing.
How big would this place have to be?
Oh, right in front of the rock wall. So that you can, like,
You can land.
bounce and then just grab one.
That'd be sick.
That'd be amazing, dude. That's awesome.
You need one of those, you know those mats that you do the high jump with?
Yeah.
One of them?
Yeah.
You need a really cool pogo stick of some kind.
Okay, stick.
Think about the crap that you would buy to fill your house with.
Play with it once and then that's it.
Yeah, I was just about to say. You play with it once, jump straight onto the PC.
Yeah, that's
Destiny 2 update.
It's like, while he waits for the updates, that's when he touches it. I might jump on the pogo stick. Update done.
You need a quad bike of some kind, but then you need the property to be able to ride the quad bike around.
You could build like a little circuit, like a little dirt track at the backyard.
How big's the backyard?
I don't know. You're a millionaire.
I mean, yeah, but we're talking about an apartment in the city. Or like
roof, penthouse roof.
Oh, I mean, yeah, if it's on the roof, maybe. You'd probably be worried about the whole building starting to slowly.
Hey, hang on. What would I have on tap? I'm thinking about the sushi train now. I want to put there. Cannolis, definitely. Twiggy sticks, for sure. Yeah.
Salami.
They're an impulse feed, like just like...
What's the dollar sandwiches?
Actual sandwiches.
No, just little ribbon ones.
Little bite-sized.
Yeah.
Mortadella, like little wrap cigars.
Like
the cigar things, yeah. What's another food that you could eat like that? That's definitely like something when you pick it up.
Prosciutto.
Nah, you know what? Do you know those pumpkin kolokitopites? Mm-hmm. You always have them at like Barbies or wakes.
Yeah.
It's like a pumpkin...
Pumpkin or zucchini?
both. They make it out of both.
Yeah, they do both, yeah.
They make it... It's like a meatball, like a little... like a ball patty thing, but it's made out of like pumpkin or zucchini and all that.
Yeah.
Like they process it, mash it up, fry it, and you eat it. It's a staple at like when you go to like a funeral or you go to like a wake or a little like a sort of memorial thing. It's not really like you don't get a Barbie and find them.
You know how I was talking to you about the restaurant, the Greek restaurant?
Yeah.
We ended up going to Mythos anyway, but
The meat's too salty there now.
I don't know. This is the first time I've been there in years.
It is. It's so salty. Yeah.
Okay. We got this thingy that had like the meatball thing you're describing, but it was fish instead.
Fish.
Yeah. I don't know. It was like some Greek antipasto type thing.
Fish.
Like fish grounded, like almost like mince patty.
You never had fish
in a little
there.
meatball.
Like a fish cake.
No, might have been
Prawn crackers. Ooh. Fresh prawn crackers. Bags of prawn crackers. That's what I want in my house. Every
just
day.
all in his beard.
Yeah, that oil is everywhere. On the remote for the TV, the couches. I still haven't picked a drink yet. Fuck.
How about on your sushi train, you get 5 little carriages on it, what would those 5 things be for your stacks? There you go.
5 carriages. We're limiting to 5 carriages.
Well, because if you do 10, you're going to be sitting there for too long.
All right.
Who's restocking this, by the way?
Exactly, like they put the sushi on this.
All right.
I can think of someone, but
Assuming these things are like fresh constantly, right? Refreshed every day.
yeah.
Cannolis, lamingtons, like the little
Ooh.
mini bites.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Shit. What do I buy? What are those things? You find them at the Vietnamese bakeries. They're like fish cakes. They're all fried. They're terrible for you. They stop your heart. Like they're bad.
Is it the Vietnamese fish cakes, is it?
Possibly. Okay. Yeah. Popcorn chicken of some kind. Like a little pack of popcorn chicken. That's just fried meat. You can't go wrong with that. What else? One more. Give me one. Why are we stuck on this?
When are you stuck? I'm listening
These
to
would
you.
be 5 carriages of those ribs.
No.
No?
Okay.
I'm waiting for you to have some wanky ass like thing.
Wanky. I'd have barbecue bonanza.
Okay. Costco items.
No, that's Baker's Delight.
Okay.
I'd have the salad topper. Costco item. I'd have the peanut butter pretzels.
Costco items.
Costco items. I'd have...
Millionaire with Costco items in internal food tray.
I'm sure I could find somebody who would do it for me. Is it mochi? Mochi.
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 Mochi?
I thought it was mochi.
Mochi.
Mochi. I just discovered one and I've absolutely been obsessed with it. Tiramisu mochi.
Yeah,
Oh, yeah.
I've had that.
No,
Yeah.
tiramisu mochi. And little mortadella things on a stick.
Twiggy sticks. I'd have Twiggy sticks. Jerky. Vietnamese jerky. Have you had that? Mm-hmm. There's a guy in Springy that sells them. He's on the corner of 2 doors down from the Walsey. This guy used to sell them out of like the back end of a warehouse down in Springy South. Now he bought he's got a house. He's rebuilt it. 2 doors from the Walsey. He's got a big sign that says jerky. It's like, this guy's made so much money,
really?
man. It's ridiculous. A bag of jerky costs like $20-$30.
Yeah,
like
really?
it's expensive, but it's like, it's the best. You need beer with them for sure. Maybe I will have beer on the tap now. Because I've got the jerky train going around. No. I still want the stubbies. Yeah.
So jerky's your 5th.
Yep.
Vietnamese jerky.
Vietnamese jerky.
Specifically Vietnamese.
No,
It's a
specifically.
whole different breed of...
Is it the spices?
It's simple. It's like soy sauce, garlic, chili,
Yeah.
and there's one other thing.
I can't remember. Fish sauce? No, not the fish sauce.
There's always fish sauce. They don't have to list that, though. It's
Yeah,
just a
that's
given.
standard, yeah. But it's thick. It's like meat chunks. It's not
Yeah.
like biltang or any of that sort of shit. Yeah.
Actually, sesame prawns.
I had one a couple of weeks
I
ago.
love 'em.
It was bad. So oily.
I told you about how I went to a shop and I kept going there every time I went there and I kept asking, do you have sesame prawns? Oh, no, we don't sell. Okay. Get back there like a couple of weeks later. Do you have sesame prawns? No, we don't sell. Okay. Get back again. Do you have sesame prawns? No, we don't. About 5 months later, they started stocking sesame prawns.
You get it once, never go back.
I remember you walked into a movie once with sesame prawns.
Yeah, probably.
And you stunk the joint out.
No, I went in with Dim Sims once with soy
Dim
sauce.
Sims?
Yeah.
Are you serious?
Yeah, I used to go with meals.
Sitting in the
I remember
cinema.
I went in once and I can't remember what I went and watched and there was a couple next to me and they were in gammy chicken, like a full, like the 18 pieces with the wings and the sauces.
In the cinemas?
In the cinemas.
Was it like gold class where they had the little table thing?
No,
or-
it was normal.
So they're just sitting next to you.
Yeah, right there. And all you could smell was chicken and I think it was a garlic soy one.
I remember being like 14 or 15 taking Maccas into a cinema, but man, that never crosses my mind now. Why are you laughing?
Why not?
Because I think the most ridiculous one I did was I went to watch Vanilla Sky with my mum,
Leg of lamb.
not knowing that it was the horrible movie.
Actually, I remember that. Yeah, you mentioned you went with your auntie as well.
Yeah, my aunt.
Yeah, I remember that.
And we brought pasticcio, which is
Are
like
you
Greek
fucking
lasagna.
kidding?
We just had them in containers and we hid them in their bags, in the women's bags, and we just ripped them out during the movie.
Why would you eat?
You just hear foil
pasticcio?
undoing like foil.
Why? When you go to the movies, you want like. Okay.
I want popcorn. Nah. Bring, nah.
Okay, hang on.
When you're at home and you watch something, do you eat something while you're eating? Watching?
Yeah, but I'm usually sitting at my desk doing work. That's the problem. No, but look, hang on, man. Wait a second. There's a difference between eating shit at home while you're watching TV or something.
Well, you can buy popcorn and chocolate pops and chips while you go to the cinemas. So why is it any different?
Wait a second. When you're at home, how often do you make popcorn to watch while you're watching a movie?
I make it quite frequently, actually.
Zero.
Zero?
Zero.
Do you make it from the bags in the microwave or the oil?
The ones in the microwave in the bag, but I don't usually get the buttered ones.
Okay, so you typically would make popcorn if you set down time to do a movie.
Yeah, popcorn, chips. Depends what I'm in. It depends what mood I'm in.
I love popcorn. I typically don't eat it at home, even though I do have it. Typically don't eat it at home. I'm more likely to get like chips and like a dip of some kind. Yeah? Or like cold cuts and shit like that, like a small antipasto platter. I'll make something like that. Or pizza.
Picturing you going to the cinemas and pulling out like 200 grams from under your jacket of
Cabana. Out of the trench coat.
200 grams of like primo Virginia ham.
Small goods.
Under the other armpit comes a little baguette.
Dude, like a full cabana out of the trench. And a knife. Sitting there cutting up cabana.
Where did I put the olive oil?
Brie cheese.
Strapped to your ankle, the oil strapped to your ankle.
Hang on. The point I was making. All right, I've done gold class before, right?
Yeah.
You guys have done gold class, obviously. Have you ordered the meals while you're doing gold
I've
class?
done it a couple of times, yeah.
What do you think about it?
Trash.
Yeah, nothing special.
The meals are okay. They're not worth the money you spend.
Yeah.
But for me, it takes away from the movie experience because you got to focus now on like this drippy burger or whatever.
Does
it make sense?
Yeah, I can't even remember what I've eaten. I don't think I've ever gotten like something big like a burger. I think it's been usually like hot chips.
I got chicken wings and it
I'll
was
have
a
the leg
mistake.
of lamb, thanks.
I'll have the leg. Medium.
How many slices? I said the leg.
One rotisserie chicken, please. 4 fried chickens and a Coke.
But that's what I'm getting at. Like, are you more so because it's taking away, not so much because it's what it's imposing on everybody else?
No, fuck them.
No, fuck it.
It's on
So
the
it's
menu.
more so for your experience.
It's on the menu. I'm not walking into the movies with a suvo.
But if you can
imagine that, the garlic. The garlic.
That's what I mean.
Dude, you got
soy
a
sauce.
kebab.
Dim Sims.
A fucking kebab in the movie.
You just hear-
That smell.
But haven't you seen that before? Like, people do that.
No, I think the mistake gold class makes is the type of food they serve. They should think more. Like, you shouldn't be able to order sticky ribs in a gold class.
Sticky
which you can.
ribs?
Like, it's just.
Pass me a tissue for you, man.
What about nachos? Do you think nachos should be in if you go to watch them at the cinemas, like gold class?
I'm just sorry, man. I can't get past the kebab. Thanks, dude. The kebab. Like full foil Turkish bread and the garlic smell wafting through like people that are trying to sit through the last Avengers movie. 3.5 hours.
People are getting popcorn. Here you go, sir.
People are tearing up.
And then some guy comes in. One kebab! Oh, hey.
Yo!
Extra meat? Extra sauce? Do
That's bad, man.
Double
you
garlic.
have any napkins? No napkins. Oh, shit.
I'm just picturing.
Got your hand underneath catching the sauce and the oil.
When I was here last, when was it? What day was it? Thursday, I think I was here. Yeah, I was here on Thursday. After I left, it was like 11. I was starving, man. I hadn't eaten all day. So I stopped at the kebab van just here on North Road and Warrigal Road. And I bought like a pilaf rice with mixed meat. I'm just picturing that in the cinemas with a white bag just going through it. The smell, man. All right. I feel like the meals in VIP in gold class take away from the cinema experience the fact that you got to juggle like fried wings or a burger or whatever. It detracts from it. If I'm eating at home, it'll be pizza and nothing more than that. You know, I'm not going to be eating something intricate. You
Something
know what I
with
mean?
multiple layers to it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? That's just me.
Pizza, you pick it up.
I mean, the thing is, with a movie, you can see it with your eyes, you can hear it as you're eating, unless you eat like chewing something really loud or you're chewing louder than the actual audio.
Oh, man. When
Like, if it's a foreign movie or show with subtitles, that's a bit different because you're looking down, you can't read it. But I don't know.
I can't remember the last movie I went and saw at the cinemas. It wasn't that long ago. Actually, what was it? Maybe
you
it was
go see
Wick.
John Wick?
I think maybe it would be Wick, yeah? But the person sitting next to me, like adjacent, like outside of the core group, the people next were like the loudest eaters you've ever heard in your life, man. Like literally, I remember giving them the look. Like, really, man? Like,
Can you breathe?
yeah, can you breathe? I don't know. This is decorum, man. I don't know. I'm mindful of that.
Yeah, same.
You know what I mean?
People are cunts.
That detracts from the experience. I didn't go there to hear someone chew between, gunfire.
Yeah.
Like, why are you making a face? Because you're one of those people.
Because I think that's expected. It's more so for me if it's like if they're talking. Because you're there to watch the movie, not to socialise.
How often do you find people talking in movies?
Quite often.
Really?
Really?
I haven't fucking...
On their phone, loud.
Yeah, I do see on their phone a bit.
People that are bored and they just pull out their phone, they're like 3 rows in front of you, and their screen just lights up half the cinema.
Yeah, no, I make a point of not to look at my phone during the cinemas.
Because you're going, like, I understand, like, the same sense, like, you're going to gold class, there's the option of food. Fair enough. So, therefore, that option of food is there, so I expect it at the cinemas, regardless if it's normal or gold class. So, I'm not too fussed about that. Whatever, you expect whatever. But it's the talking and the just, shut up, watch the movie. If you don't want to, if you want to go talk, there's cafes outside,
It's like a blatant lack of courtesy.
Yeah. Did you watch the new
attitude.
have you seen the trailers and all the stuff about Indiana Jones?
Yeah.
Yeah. Have you seen Extraction 2 with the Hemsworth?
No.
Did you ever see the first one?
No.
I watched the first one on recommendation like a year and a half ago, 2 years ago, whenever it was, right? And it was like almost like an old school 80s action movie, right? Just run and gun. It was entertaining. The second one, of course, there's a strong independent female that saves the day.
I thought he's in the second one.
He is. But there's a strong independent female that saves the day. Standard. I was like, really, man? Really? Like, they've shoehorned it into this as well? It's literally everywhere. The Indiana trailers are just ridiculous.
I thought it already came out.
No, June 28 or something.
They went through the, what are they called? The early screenings.
Yeah, critics and stuff like that. The previews, the review stages.
That was interesting.
Yeah. Have you not seen all the stuff about it?
Yeah, I have, but I haven't really been paying
Yeah, they
much
turned him
attention.
into like a feeble old man
Yeah.
who has to be saved by his niece or whatever
So
she
why not
is.
just make an Indiana Jones that's like a female version movie and not call it Indiana Jones?
Yeah, well,
Because people won't go and watch it because it doesn't have the brand
Well, if
behind
it's
it.
any good, it should stand on its own merit.
I don't know. The same thing with like the Little Mermaid stuff. They're saying that's flopped, like
Yeah.
at the box office.
Till this day, I think they're saying every single live-action Disney movie that they've released, live-action of the remakes of the originals, even though they're technically, like, financially a success, you could kind of say, they're just failure movies. They're not good. Like, even though they're making money, they're not making money.
Yeah.
They're not recouping, I think.